Terminator X on the cut. In the public, the enemy is off in the cut. But a back of mad leaks with the cubic cuts. Your music gotta make you through the butt. We're storing for show. We're here to introduce you to the morning show.
Chris is chillin', Terminator's chillin', Hall of Famers rapping people what you think. Layla is chillin', Soren is chillin', Click work for Billy and we got mad links. James Gang reppin', Big Wig reppin', Akron, Cleveland, LA to Vegas. Fly cry, LeBron James to rap. I'm a pro model, I see your brain to cap.
What's up, Vegas? This is Chris the Mayor Thomas, and welcome to the Chris Thomas Show with the top-notch all-star team. We got the Prime Minister, DJ Mad Links. We got the Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, Terminator X, and we got the Ambassador of Hip-Hop, Soren Baker. And we have a great show for you, sponsored by 100% Sucker-Free Brands and TB3. So today, we're going to have topics to talk about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith are headed for divorce. If you saw the trial yesterday, P. Diddy did not get bail. So Mark Geragos predicts P. Diddy's prison sentence on Two Angry Men podcast. So right about now, let's hear the Barack quote of the day.
Hello, everybody. This is B.O. the 44th with the quote of the day. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. Quoted by C.S. Lewis. And that was the quote of the day. Now back to the Chris Thomas Show with the top-notch all-star team on KSHP Radio, 107.1 FM, and 1400 AM. Have a great day, everybody.
All right. Thank you, B.O. And before we forget, we're waiting for our girl to come back. We got something special we want to do for her. And right now, we always got to share a little love and happiness with everybody, because I would like to hear the guys comment after this. So let's check out Diamond D, and this is Love and Happiness.
Hello, this is Diamond D with Love and Happiness, where I'm giving you some love advice, some happiness advice, some everyday good advice to make your day a little more loving. When I was younger, we used to play a game called kickball. It's a game where one person rolls the ball, you kick it, and then you run around some bases. Sometimes in the game, a person would roll the ball and the wind would blow it away, or for some other reason, the ball wouldn't make it to the person who had to kick it. The person had to start over and roll the ball again. Some relationships require a start over, and Gary Chapman advises on how you can start a relationship over again. Number 1, understand that just because you made a mistake yesterday, you don't have to make the mistake today. Today is a new beginning. Number 2, be teachable and open to new ideas and willing to improve your relationship. Number 3, endurance. If you feel like your relationship is worth saving, do not give up on it. This is Diamond D with Love and Happiness. Now you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram. And remember, I'm working to make your day a little more loving.
With that love and happiness. And I just want to say again, I have the top-notch all-star team. We got DJ Mad Links, Terminator X, Soren Baker. And now we got Layla Lopez. Hey, Layla.
Hi, guys. Oh, my God. I was rushing on you.
Hold up. We got something. Hey, we got something for you. We got something for you. And here it is.
Okay.
Here it is. Hello? Terminator?
Sorry, I was muted. I got you.
All right, come on. This is for you, Layla.
Oh. Y'all funny.
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who would have thought that
Yay, that
All
was so
right.
cute.
All right.
Very,
Guys,
very cute.
y'all want to say something to Layla?
I was wondering in honor of P. Diddy if that was the Mace version you were going to play.
That's funny.
Mad Links, what about you?
Layla, I guess that means you're a sweat hog.
Oh no! Y'all are ignorant. Y'all are very ignorant. I just want you all to know that.
Welcome back. Congratulations
back.
on your career.
Thank you.
Yeah, her TV show. How's the TV show? How's the TV show going?
It's going. It's a lot of work, but it's going.
I can understand. You know what? I'm studying this script for not the Wiz, but the Giz, and I haven't did a play in so long. I'm learning my parts, but I don't know the parts where I'm supposed to come in. That's because I have to learn everybody's lines, so I'll know. So is it that complicated for you?
Not that bad because we do have a script, but it's not. We're still like freestyling, but still trying to stick to the script. So a little bit, but not as bad as what you got going on. So.
Okay. So when you came in, we had just heard "A Love and Happiness," and they was talking about kickball. Did any of y'all guys play kickball back in the day?
Man, I was fierce on the kickball field, man.
Hey.
We played on our basketball courts at Four Seasons Elementary School in Maryland. So yes, we play kickball on the regular.
So do you believe that's? But do you believe that if you kick the ball and it doesn't make it, sometime it's a restart for a relationship also?
That's Mad Link's territory right there.
Well, what I heard from what I gathered from it was endurance and teach somebody how to roll balls. So as a wise person once said, if at first you don't succeed, keep on sucking till you do succeed.
Well, you crazy. Well, Layla, so let's start off with Layla first. What did you want to tell us, Layla? Because you've been gone for so long, and it's good to have her.
I want y'all to catch me up on everything because you guys been doing such a great job. Without me, I'm like, tell me.
Oh no! We missed you. I'm gonna tell you, I love my brothers.
Chris, I think you're the only one that missed me. I don't think anybody.
No. We trust me. We need some estrogen up in this mix, because I know I bring a lot of testosterone.
Facts. That's for sure.
Y'all silly. Y'all
okay.
Silly.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have we're gonna play a minute and 30-second clip of P. Diddy's lawyer and his prediction about how long P. Diddy will stay in jail. All right, you want to go that first?
Quick correction. Mark Garagos is not actually his attorney in this proceeding. His daughter is.
Okay.
Mark has represented him in past proceedings, and they still have a really great relationship. So just want to make sure we clear that up.
All right. Well, we're going to play it anyway because he was doing the talking, and then I think they brought the daughter in because he was doing some babysitting duties. All right. Let's check that out. Two Angry Men podcast.
Would you call Tenny and see if we can just talk to her by phone?
She's in the next room.
Well, would you walk in for 2 minutes? How do you feel?
I feel great.
I'm just wondering, why did you put a gag order on your dad? Welcome to the Two Angry Men podcast. Mark, I talk to you all the time, but I feel like I haven't talked to you in 3 months because of this gag order. I don't even know where to start with you. I know you were deeply involved in the defense of Diddy, and your daughter was one of the lead lawyers. So tell me what the reaction is on that team to this verdict, and then I just want you to tell me everything.
Harvey, it does as much as last week I was Tenny's little bitch. I proudly embraced that today. I couldn't be prouder. I mean, I sat with Sean And we both shed some tears about our daughters and the fact that he's got his life back. And she and Mark Agnifilo and Nicole Westmoreland and Xavier Donaldson and the unbelievable Alexandra Shapiro, Jason Driscoll, and Anna Seja and Easton Stelly. I mean, I could go on and on. Xavier Donaldson and Brian Steele. I mean, what a team. What a team, and meshed together. And I will tell you that Sean is, I've known him for 20 years, obviously.
I don't think that was the clip. I think that let's see if we can get it back up, because he was telling how long maybe time served with P. Diddy. Do you know anything about that, Layla?
Yeah, well, I don't know about time served, but I know that each of the charges that he's being guilty of is that they carry maximum 10 years apiece. That doesn't mean obviously he's going to get 10 years, but the prostitution transporting, it carries 10 years. So I personally think he's going to get maybe 3 years, and then he'll probably do 2 because he's been in there 10 months. I don't think he's going to get much time, to be honest with you.
Okay. What about you, Soren?
Agree with Layla. I do think he's going to serve some time, but if these are Fed charges, whatever he gets, he's going to serve. You serve almost everything in the Feds.
Yeah, like 90%. Yep.
Yeah, so if he gets 3 years, he's going to serve two and almost 3 years. So I'm very interested to see out of the 20 what he's going to get. I do think they are going to give him credit for some time served and knock that off, but I think he's going to sit down for a minute.
Yeah, he's going to do something.
All right, Mad Links.
This has been an utter embarrassment for the United States attorneys that are a part of this. And you can already see that they're doing everything in their power to make Diddy pay as much as possible. This judge denied bail, which was a bit of a shock to many. And this judge clearly is not a Diddy fan. He was not doing the Harlem Shake when Diddy was out in the streets, and he's trying to prevent him from doing it this 4th of July. I think probably we're looking at a sentence of at least 3.5. I really do. And that judge is going to do everything in his power to make him do every much of 10 years as possible, but I think he's going to have to settle for about 3.5.
Okay. What about you, Terminator?
Terminator's muted.
Okay. All
he's
right.
going to pass.
Well, I think that the jury has spoken, and that all the lawyers said that if it was a regular common Joe, he would have been out on the street right about now. So I think they need to rethink it. I think they need to rethink it and probably let him out. Well, he might do 2 or 3 years. Since I know him, I'm gonna just go with what the jury said, that on a lot of the counts, he was not found guilty. So let him out. So what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna have a little bit of comedy so I can talk to Terminator X. We got Layla. We got Layla back in the house. We got the Prime Minister, Mad Links. We got Terminator X. And we got Soren Bakers. Let's check out this comedy clip. Here we go.
I didn't notice that I may have to even change the way that I dress, because my daughter walked in on me changing clothes, the other day, and she was like, "Oh, mama. Oh, I don't think them your panties, mama. I don't think them belong to you, mama." I was like, "No, these grown folks' panties. You know what I'm saying? These how grown folks wear their panties. These is grown folks stuff." She's like, "But oh, mama, your booty ain't even in their panties, mama." I was like, "I know, but these grown folks' panties. These are special panties. These how we do it, And she's like, "Okay, if you want to be wearing them wedgie panties, okay, mama." I had to think about what that look like to your daughter. Like you got some panties wedged up your behind. I'm like, "Where'd you get that wedgie wedgie panty mess from anyway? She's like, Grandma be wearing them wedgie panties too. I'm like, ugh. Don't nobody want to think about their mama in wedgie panties, you know? But it's tough being a young parent because people judge you all the time. Like, anybody in here got more than one child? Y'all don't even want to admit it. Look at y'all slow. Don't even want to admit it. Why? Because people judge you when you got more than one child. What's the first thing they ask you if you got more than one kid? Do they got the same daddy? Why? Why you being nosy? What difference do it make if they got, why is you in my business? You know what I'm saying? Why? No, they ain't got the same daddy, but I don't think that that's what's really important.
Hey, this is Tommy Davis. When I'm in Vegas, I listen to the Chris Thomas Show, and you better know that for real.
What's up, good people? It's your boy Brian Hooks from the Eve Show and Soul Plane. And when I'm in Vegas, I'm listening to the Chris Thomas Show with the top-notch all-star team. Yeah.
You're listening to the Chris Thomas Show with Layla Lopez, DJ Mad Links, Terminator X, and Soren Baker on KSHP Radio, 107.1 FM and 1400 AM. All right. That comedy spotlight was done by Vanessa Fraction, a really good friend, and she is hilarious. Okay, now we're back with the top-notch crew. We got Layla back in the house. We got Soren, we got Mad Links, and we got Terminator X.
Chris, I think I got the right clip that you wanted to play.
Okay, so let's go. Let's go with it. So let's see what Marx has to say. All right, this is Two Angry Men. Let's go.
He's sitting in his jail cell right now, and the judge denied him bail. And and he could listen. He's not going to get life, and we know that was on the line.
Oh, and by the way, the government, they filed a letter. What's the government going to ask for? They're going to ask for 50 to 60 months or something like that. The sentencing guidelines, frankly, are 20 to 27. He was acquitted. The judge denied bail, but the judge specifically said, "Look, I have to because they're alleging it's a crime of violence," and the defense basically conceded the violence and said that this is a domestic violence case, except he's not being charged with domestic violence. He had a standard. The judge adhered to the standard. That doesn't mean that at sentencing he's not going to do the right thing.
So what do you think he'll get? You sound like you're thinking like 3-4 years.
No, I think if there's any justice, he'll get 21 months time served, something like that. Even if you were to get 36, he's eligible for all kinds of other stuff. He's not going to do much more time.
So you think he'll get out? You think he'll get out within a year?
Oh yeah, he should. I think he'll be out within a year, 18 months at the most. I think there's a distinct possibility that he gets sentenced to something akin to time served.
Would you?
All right, so we'll be back with the team's view on what we just heard Mark say after the Terminator mix. Terminator, what we got?
All right, I'm getting you ready for the 4th of July barbecue. I got some R. Kelly, I got some Faith Evans, Beyonce and Ghostface, Al Green, and Isley Brothers.
All right, this is the Chris Thomas Show, and sponsored by 100% Sucker Free. We got Layla, Soren, Mad Links, and Terminator. Let's check out the mix for the 4th of July. Free.
Everyone's happy. Finally, it's the weekend. All the hard work's behind me. Yeah. And I just invited all my friends. I'm about to throw something on the grill, yeah. And get together and play some cards, yeah. A couple of drinks, something to smoke, and do our thing, yeah. No one's got hating in their heart. Oh, backyard party. A backyard party. Let's have a backyard party.
Break it down like this.
I never knew there was a love like this before. Never had someone to show me a love like this before. Now that we have come to be a brand new life, I can see. Never thought you'd be a special part of me. No, baby. The reasons are because of you. I can go on and make it through. I can't even take my mind off loving you. And I wanna say, I never there was a love like this before.
It been a year. It been real good cause it feels so good. And it's summertime all over again.
Out of all the guys that approached me, walking up to me like they know me, you were the one that stayed aside, waited a while, and took your time. You don't know how impressing your curiosity was to me. It was the 4th day of July. Looked in my eyes and saw that I more than just a man. I needed a friend, someone I can talk to, someone who really listens. When you touch my hand, trusting you, I close my eyes and felt my love reflect.
I'm so in love with you. Whatever you want to do is alright with me. 'Cause you make me feel so brand new. I want to spend my life with you. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Drifting on a memory. Ain't no place I'd rather be than with you. Yeah, loving you. Well. Day will make a way for night. All we'll need is candlelight and a song. Yeah, soft and long. Well, glad to be here alone with a lover unlike no other. Sad to see a new horizon slowly coming into view. Yeah, I wanna be living for the love of you.
All right. Terminator X. I was just outside about to start barbecuing. I was all ready. So let's pick up where we left off. So you heard Mark say that time served. So any changes in your mind, Layla?
No, I pretty much what all of us said was like what 2 to 3 years. I think like more 2 years. I think he's not gonna do much time. I don't. My thing is like, what do you guys think about the rebranding of Diddy? Like,
What do you
That's a
think about
great
that?
question. That's a great
What is
question.
he gonna do?
That's
He's
a
gonna go
great.
to OnlyFans.
Gospel music?
OnlyFans.
Oh,
That's
that
the only
too.
place he could go.
Oh, that's a good. Or he could go gospel. I think I'm telling y'all, he's gonna go gospel. He's gonna link up with TD Jakes. What's the other guy's name?
Again,
Kirk Franklin.
I was gonna say the sneaky
he,
link.
I'm telling
he-
you.
he's gonna link up with TD Jakes. Pause.
I'm telling you. Matt, okay, I have a question for Matt Links. I don't know why, and I could be prejudging, but I feel like you've been to a Diddy party before.
I have been. Like a whole lot of people.
Wow.
I ain't been to a freak off, but I've been to a Diddy party.
Yeah, I know
Party,
exactly.
exactly.
And have you never seen anything though, right? Like on your behalf, like you never.
No. Listen, and when it comes down to it, when this story first broke, everybody was like looking at people as though if you've been to a Diddy party, you were somehow involved in like, some type of like wild baby oil escapades or something like that. Look, there was one year in particular that I was actually at a Diddy party for New Year's Eve at his house on Star Island. But let me tell you the layout. Okay. First of all, Star Island is one of the most exclusive places that you can own property at. Griselda Blanco used to own a house there. Thomas Kramer, who was a developer here and owned property, he's got his own storied background. But in any case, the party was all outside the house, but he has enough property where he was able to accommodate like 500 of us, right? And everybody was coming from like different clubs and different parties, ended up at Diddy's house. He had a breakfast spread laid out, but all of that was on the outside. Then on the bottom of his house, it's enclosed in glass. And God rest the dead, Kim Porter was inside. So you could see them like they're in a fishbowl. And he had, like at a club, security preventing whoever was not supposed to be inside the house from getting in. So, whatever happened later on that night, I don't know. I ain't got no parts, no nothing in that. I know it was a magnificent spread for breakfast. It was great. There was no baby oil in sight where I was at, and it was fabulous.
I knew it. I had a feeling you because you live in Miami, and I'm like, I know, and you're in the industry, so I'm like, you've been to a Diddy party. I know you have.
Many of them, and again, like many people in the industry, yes, we have. But that other thing, I don't know nothing about that.
So what we're going to do right now, we're going to take a pause for the call for another station break here on the Chris Thomas Show. We got Layla, we got Song, we got Mad Link, and we got Terminator X.
You're listening to the Chris Thomas Show with Layla Lopez, DJ Mad Links, Terminator X, and Soren Baker on KSHP Radio, 107.1 FM and 1400 AM.
What's up, good people? It's your boy Brian Hooks from the Eve Show and Soul Plane. And when I'm in Vegas, I'm listening to the Chris Thomas Show with the top-notch all-star team. Yeah.
Yes, that's it. So now let's go to another clip. This is about Will Smith. Who want to lead that in? Who knows the most about it?
Mad Links.
Well, at this point, who doesn't know the most about it?
I couldn't find it.
Go ahead. So we got a clip. We got a clip that you send in, right?
No, it's not a clip. It was just a news story. So
okay, go.
So
you want to play the news story first? You want to play the news story first?
It is a written news story, not a actual video clip. So essentially, one of the most tumultuous relationships of the last quarter century or more, of course, between that of Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. I'm going to just leave it at Jada Pinkett and not the way she used to be called. They've been separated, since the last 6-7 years. The slap heard around the world from Will Smith to Chris Rock's face I've always said, like, I'd have slapped him too, but I'd have slapped him because it was a terrible joke. Not like terrible, like it was insulting. It was just not funny. And Chris Rock being a all-time great comedian, he's on the Mount Rushmore. Like, that's the best he got. G.I. Jane coming soon. Ha ha. I'm like, come on, that whack-ass joke deserved a slap for sure. Well, finally, Will Smith has reached up on his skirt and grabbed his cojones to finally go search for some legal representation to say, okay, enough is enough. I'm out of here. I just kind of feel like, look, what took you so long? If it was me personally, I would have went and got the attorney, I'd say probably during the honeymoon. And I probably would have drafted had divorce papers drafted up, and I'd have wrapped them up in a Tupac poster and told her, "Go be happy." So that's where it's at. Supposedly the kids are saying, "Hey, whatever." Obviously, we all are well aware of what Jada has done. There was a movie that came out after the Chris Rock slap, which was called Emancipation. I always said they named the movie wrong. It should have been called Emasculation because that's exactly what's been happening to Will Smith during this entire relationship.
And everybody, we're talking about the Academy Award winner Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, who played in the movie. You know something? She played in a few the movie with Queen Latifah and all the girls. Set it off.
Yeah.
But then the Matrix. I think she did a great job in the Matrix.
You guys know why he stayed with her, though, right, Mad Links? This is from a woman's perspective. I'm telling you why I think.
Yes, please.
I'm all in.
Okay. Don't shoot the messenger, okay? So men have a tendency to have these huge egos, right? Whether you guys want to admit it or not. So I think deep down, Will Smith knew that Jada Pinkett really, her first true love was Tupac. And even though Tupac is no longer with us, I felt like his male ego wanted to prove to her that he is worthy and better than Tupac. Because I know that sometimes men, like, what you guys do. Okay, tell me if this is true. Have you ever been dating a woman, right? And then you really don't want her like that. You're like, she cool, but like, I don't really want her like that. But then when she goes and gets another dude, you're like, I don't want her, but I don't want nobody else to have her. Like, men are kind of like that in a sense. We're like, they like jealous.
Are you suggesting? So first question: are you suggesting that women are not like that?
I've seen it more on the other side.
Thank you.
I've seen it way more on the other side.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Thank you. I'm very sure.
Well, I would prefer to do it just like John Witherspoon. Bang, 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 bang.
Lord. I really think, but okay, can you guys admit your ego is pretty big, though? Come on, guys.
Hold on, Layla. What I'm gonna say is, if you remember Star Wars with the tractor beam, anytime I would get a new lady, it was like the tractor beam. All the old ones, they start hitting you up.
Star Trek.
Where you been? I haven't seen you in a while. What's going on? It's like Star Wars.
Like Soren said, I think it's on both sides, but I do agree with Layla because he spoke about being his Tupac being what's the word?
The third wheel in their
he Tupac was heavy on his mind, so I think Layla got a good point there. But it's on both sides.
Well, Layla, before there was something I definitely want to say in regards to your very well thought out and explained opinion. My retort would simply be, "Oh, Will Smith is a sucker."
Wait, what'd you say?
I said, "Oh, Will Smith is a sucker."
Oh yeah, okay. I like Will Smith, so you can't. You know what? I really like him, so I wouldn't say he was a sucker. I just say he was a sucker for love, maybe.
No, he was a sucker for Jada.
And guess what? And me and Terminator, we was on tour, so we knew him when he was with Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, before he became the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So me and Terminator, we hung out with this guy, so we know him. He's a real cool guy, and I already told y'all the story. I will not share it with the people of Las Vegas. I will not. So I'm just, I guess all men can say that no man wants to be erased from a female's mind. And I know for certain I do not want to. I don't want no man to come in and all of a sudden she doesn't remember me no more. Because they can play you off for real.
Oh, I've had some women I wanted to forget me.
Oh my! So okay, I have a question for you guys. What do you guys do? Like, to your point, Chris, what impression can you leave on a woman so she's like 20 years later, she's like, oh man, I still remember him. Like, what do you do?
It's always in the bed. It's always in the bed.
I'm gonna tell you this. This is something I've learned. Women like closure. Like if you let's say you break up with, say the man breaks up with the woman, and she's still interested in the man, and she tries to reach out to you. Don't answer, because once you give them that closure, then they're gonna forget about it. It's like a chip on their shoulder.
You're right.
Well, I want us to stay up on this story now. Soren, I know you got something for the hip hop world.
I do. So on my Unique Access Entertainment YouTube channel, I interviewed many of the greats in hip hop and the extending things. So today, I'll pull the clip. I interviewed Large Professor. Many people know him as one of the best producers, Main Source, Nas, Kool G Rap, Eric B. and Rakim, etc. And since we're talking about people reusing, redoing things, I thought this clip was right on time. So Terminator, when you're ready, let's make it happen.
Like Google said, he said, yo, rap is an art, you can't own no loops. Like, then it started becoming like, all right, well, now everyone's using the same drum loop. But in those times, you didn't know if this person was using it. You just heard, like, later, it's like, oh, wow, he used the same thing. Like, after a while, it became acceptable for dudes to, like, say, all right, well, this one flipped those drums. I'm going to flip those drums in a different way. Yo, that just made hip hop dope, because then it stepped it up a little bit. It's like an episode of Chop where they give everyone the same ingredients, and what I was already, like Google said, he said, yo, rap is an art, you can't own no loops. Like, then it started becoming like, all right, well, now everyone's using the same drum loop. But in those times, you didn't know if this person was using it. You just heard, like, later, it's like, oh, wow, he used the same thing. Like, after a while, it became acceptable for dudes to, like, say, all right, well, this one flipped those drums. I'm going to flip those drums in a different way. Yo, that just made hip hop dope, because then it stepped it up a little bit. It's like an episode of Chop where they give everyone the same ingredients, and what can you come up with? Yo, it's just fun, man. It's just fun for hip hop, man. I'm just glad hip hop was able to drive, this something from nothing culture, just little elements, man, of records and drum beats and kicks and snares, man. I'm just happy for hip hop.
All right, go ahead, Soren.
Yes. So shout out to Large Professor as always. So since we all love the music, Mad Links, is there a sample that has been used many, many times, but you've liked the way different people have used it?
Obviously, we talk about samples. James Brown was ultimately, I think, probably in the early, the golden age of hip hop, probably the most sampled artist that we had. But also, too, there was a song called Drag Rap by the Showboys, and that became the foundation of the New Orleans bounce music, like all the way. I mean, we're talking about for probably over 30 years, the elements of that one record have ultimately shown up in some of the biggest records coming from the New Orleans area. And I got to give a special shout out to that particular era, that particular sound, and that particular one record that really just birthed music from an entire area for an entire generation.
Yeah, I agree, man. Terminator X, any particular sample or song that you love, the way people have done it differently throughout the years?
Oh, man, there's many, especially when it comes to drums. Impeach the President was ridiculously sampled. James Brown, like Brother Link said. Shoot. I just had it on my mind. Substitution. I forgot who made that, but there's many drum beats. Marley Marl comes to mind. Marley Marl is very underrated when it comes to a producer. He flipped a lot of those beats. James Mardi Gras. Bob James, a lot of Bob James, and that became a thing. Like I know you told me your favorite song was "I Know You Got Soul." Eric B. and Rakim was not the first person sample that song, but they did it better.
Yes. Now,
Yeah.
Layla, what about you? A particular sample or song that you like that many people have done and done over well?
I would say Lauryn Hill, Killing Me Softly.
Right.
You
We
like
actually
Roberta
do it.
or Roberta Flack better?
We actually
Roberta
do.
Flack.
Yeah, our theme song is actually a sample with
Really?
the Hall of Famers, Fly Cry and LeBron James' Uncle James.
Yeah.
So if you listen, so they actually sample a Public Enemy, and then they throw in a sample of EU.
The Butt.
The Butt. Exactly. So right about now, Layla, can you do me the privilege of introducing asking DJ Mad Links what we got with the music mix for hip hop?
DJ Mad Links. The one who missed me the most. Yeah, right.
Yeah, of course I do. Come on, my dear. Look, we're in line together. Don't you see it? There's a reason for this.
And by the way, Soren Baker, thank you for what you do, and that's a podcast everyone should check out. And Unique Assets with Soren Baker. All right, now, Layla, go ahead.
Yes, DJ Mad Links coming in with the
With a hip hop mix, celebrating the 4th of July. Let's go.
Yeah. What? Come on.
DJ Mad Links.
Here's a tune about this honey named Renee that I met one day on my way back from Sanjay. I'm peeping shorty as she's walking to the train. I tap her on the shoulders. Excuse me, miss, but can I get your name? She said, my name is Renee. I said, I got a whole lot to say. So may I walk you to your subway? She said, if you want. So yo, we started talking. I brought 2 francs and 2 drinks, and we began walking. I had to see where that head was at, cause the year was mad fast. So we must chat about this and that. She told me what she was in school for. She wants to be a lawyer. In other words, shorty studies law. I'm telling shorty I'm a writer. And as she's looking for the token, she drops a package of the Easy Rider. Convince her mouth with the name ring. I say, yo, don't sweat the technique, shorty ride. I do the same thing, but yet I use Philly. She said I never dealt with Philly because I heard that's for silly stunts. I said, nah, they burn slower. Right now I really don't know you, but maybe later on I can get to show you. A ghetto love is the law that we live by. Day by day I wonder why my shorty had to die. I reminisce over my ghetto princess every day. Give it up for my shorty. A ghetto love is the law that we live by. Day by day I wonder why my shorty had to die. I reminisce over my ghetto princess every day. Give it up for my shorty.
Yes, y'all. See how this going to be the best, y'all. Five slam from east to west, y'all. Pound straight through your bubble vest, y'all. And shake your chest, y'all.
Like a rumba, the rain, gun clap a number. One on the set, man, I cut you like lumber. Still play the back in my thunder gear, down to my underwear. Make all your mothers wonder where I come from. Cause mother dapper Dan, I'm a gun clapper fan. Plus I run rappers, man. Fat 5, mad live, blow up the spot. Drew High gets the paper, Black Moon still gets the prize.
Hey, yo, next to snap a neck, be big R-O-C-K. Send MCs to me in squad to 3. Say rockin' this monster as he really can be. See him in action as he transform that man's me. Enemies ain't caught him, ain't no welcome back in my home. Knots get blown like quarter slots and pay phones. Phone home or return like Jedi. I bet I can without lie give you stupid head a red
And I like, who can see past a little bit of light. You come test the champion, you're gonna die tonight. And 6 feet deep is where you sleep. Eternally resting in peace, you feel relief. Now big up to all my true heads in the east. Stalking the block, not leaving the house without they gat. You best to believe that Fat 5 got my back. Like that.
Yes, y'all. OPC held this to be the best, y'all. 5 slam from east to west, y'all. Pound straight through your bubble vest, y'all. And shake your chest, y'all.
Sometimes I wonder if it's all worth my while. Exhibits stay versatile with $1 million lifestyle. And I can feel it as a child growing up. The brothers that was real and the brothers that was scared to fuck. It's why Exhibit only roll with a chosen few. You ain't really real, I can tell when I look at you. Ease off the trigger talk, you ain't killing it, it's not affecting me. Or the click that that I'm rolling with. I don't believe the hype about wolf tickets. You make a gang of noise and never seem like a cricket. I guess that's why we never kick it. A lot of rappers is soft and guitars trying to come through the liquid. How many rappers do you know like this? Always claiming that they rhyme, but they really ain't. It don't make sense. Either you a soldier from the start or an actor with a record deal trying to play the part like that. It's a shame you only in the rap game, only for the money and the fame. Extra large. It's a shame you only in the rap game, only for the money and the fame. Paparazzi. It's a shame you only in the rap game, only for the money and the fame. Extra large. It's a shame you only in the rap game, only for the money and the fame. I don't need no lights, no cameras. All I got is action. Never no superstar say that for Michael Jackson. See, my composure is kept while others start to sweat. Emerging from the fog with my effed up dialogue. Trying to live high on the hog leaves you bankrupt, and people you spent it on will not give up. Now that's deep. How deep? It's deeper than Atlantis. Home of the scandalous, big bad Los Angeles, dangerous, vandalous. Yo, not to be trusted. Perpetrate like you are, not being scarred by the boulevard. Pulling on cards and saying gin as I begin, flowing like liquid. So take it to your chin. I break it down. My sound surrounds like death from the west. Put your whole city to the test. It's all in perspective. Breaker 19 copy. This is for the people getting caught up in the paparazzi. It's a shame you only in the rap game, only for the money and the fame. Extra large. It's a shame you only in the rap game, only for the money and the fame. Paparazzi. It's a shame you only in the rap game, only for the money and the fame. Extra large. It's a shame you only in the rap game, only for the money and the fame.
All right, that was Rap Cities in the Basement, DJ Mad Links hip hop mix, and of course we got our girl back now. Layla, how long are you going to be gone? I know you stepped in. Are you going to be here next week, or you need a few more weeks before you can come back?
I'll be back next Thursday. I can't do Wednesday, but I'll be back. From right now, we still have like 20 more episodes to shoot, but we took a hiatus this week from the for the holiday. But I can do. We're switching our days around, so I can do Thursdays until we're done, and then I can come back and do Wednesdays.
Okay. Well, since you're back, what do you want to?
You trying to clap now? Whatever.
What do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about that you find interesting in the news today?
Well, I actually wanted to ask all you guys a question since I got 4 men's on the line right now. And I did a video the other day on TikTok, and I was not expecting so many comments from these men that they all had pretty much the same answer. I'm not going to tell you the answer because I want to know y'all answer first, and then I want to see if it lines up. So I did a video, and I said,
so where's the video? Where is the video? Where's the video? Can you send it? Can we get it right now to show it?
Damn.
I tell you what, in the interest of time, why don't you tell us the story, because we got to wrap this up pretty soon.
Okay. But yeah, next time I'll send you guys the video ahead of time. But basically the video in a nutshell was saying, men, what brings you peace from a woman? Like for you, what do you define? Because you guys always say, oh, I want peace. I want a peaceful woman. But then you guys go choose the toxic women. So I just wanted to know, what is your definition of a peaceful woman? I want to hear all your answer.
Okay, the one that's quiet. That's it. Okay.
Layla, where you at?
Okay, wait.
Okay.
Chris, what did you say?
I said, I find that in a relationship, and the one that I'm in right now, is she doesn't understand show business, because every time she sees a female come up to me, we're going to talk about this all night. So I always say I want one that can be quiet and just deal with it.
Okay.
That's what brings me serenity.
Okay. Mad Links, what you think?
Well, we don't have enough time for me to get fully on into it, but I feel as though that there has been a drastic shift in society, in American society specifically, over the course of the last, I'd say strongly 10 years. And I think that due to this current form of feminism, there is like this I believe another word for feminism is toxic masculinity, because that's what's coming out from a lot of these women is they're so quick to shoot out toxic masculinity on men. Meanwhile, the observation I have is y'all the ones being toxic. You're the ones who are exhibiting toxic masculinity. So, in regards to your specific question about peace, peace to me comes in understanding from one another, of being able to listen, appreciate, and support. And I think what ends up happening is a lot of times that men are not feeling the level of support in the way that we may need to feel it. But because men historically have not been taught to express ourselves in an effective way, we have not collectively done the type of job to explain to women what that support and peace needs to feel like.
Okay. We need to do like another topic on that to add on later about what you're, because I like what you're saying as far as like, because sometimes women we don't know, and if you could just spell it out black and white, then we'll be like, oh, okay. I mean, mature women will be like, oh, okay, got it. You know what I'm saying? So
Before you go to the next one, and that's the other piece. That's why I said we don't have enough time. I've experienced and I've observed so many times women saying something very specific, and then watching a man give them exactly that, and then like there's still a problem. It's like here's the thing that a quick example. Well, a woman might say something like, "I just want to be a woman, and when I get home or when after work, I don't want to have to make any decisions. So just tell me where we're gonna go eat." Well, and then the man will give an answer, but I don't want to go there. And then he said, "Okay, well, let's go here." Well, I don't want to go there either. So then I say, well, so realistically, what you're wanting is for me to just, you want to be able to make the decision, but you want me to tell you, you want me to know inside my head what you already have made up in yours. It's not about you don't want to make the decision. You want to make the decision. You want me to enact your decision.
see, you understand
Exactly.
women. You understand women.
Without knowing the decision, Mad Links, without knowing the decision.
That's what I said.
So Soren, what do you think? What Layla was just saying?
I'd say you need to be reasonable, you need to be respectful, and it needs to be a two-way street.
Mm-hmm.
It's the thing. I think a lot of times in relationships, people get into these things of not making it a two-way street. Both people have to contribute to the relationship, whatever that is. And I think when you're not reasonable and you're not respectful, that's when I think things go off the rails.
And what about you, Terminator?
For you. Okay, that's peace for you. Okay.
Mad Links, man, you nailed it. You was dead on target. I think nowadays the woman is fighting for leadership, and they can be disrespectful, like you said. A man, the man is supposed to be the head of the household. That's biblical, and some women get offended by that. That doesn't mean they rule the relationship. It's a 50-50 relationship, but at the end, someone has to be, the leader of the household,
And you know
respectively. And I think in the modern day, women has a hard time dealing with that. Maybe
that's crazy. I hear that a lot. A lot.
Mm-hmm.
All you guys kind of said the same thing though, as far as like, so on the TikTok comments, every single man, like 300 comments, they literally said no talking. Like no, but what they did,
say I was right.
Said say less. I'm
that's it. I know what I'm talking about, but guess what? I think everybody needs prayer, and that's what we're about to have, the message of hope with D. Here we go.
Good morning. Our scripture comes from Psalms 103:8. The Lord is compassionate and gracious, slow to anger, and abounding in loving kindness. Devotional. How do you view God? Do you see him as kind, holy, and loving towards you? Or do you perceive him as harsh, judging, and unkind? Many believers buy into the idea that the Lord is cruel and unforgiving. Their stance before God is like that of a person who is about to be hit by someone who is much bigger and stronger. He or she cowers and cringes, anticipating the blows that are coming. But why is this a false perception of God so prevalent when he so graciously offered us salvation? Often it's because of persistent misconceptions about God's purpose and love. People don't understand why the Lord does not allow certain behaviors or give particular blessings. They translate that into vindictiveness and judgment rather than his protective care and desire to set us free. However, the antidote for this is to look into the face of our Heavenly Father, because when we do, we find ourselves peering into eyes filled with overflowing love. When we know God through prayer and his word, we increase in our love for the one who gives us all things, including our most precious blessings. We discover the one who created us and continuously works to set us free. Our power thought is, Jesus, I praise you because you are always loving, wise, and good. Have a blessed day.
Amen. And let me tell you, podcasts to look up unique assets, and that's with Soren Baker. And of course, I want to give these brothers a shout out because they really showed me a good time out in Las Vegas, the Fifth Element Hip Hop Show. And that's with Rasun, OT from the D, and DJ Slim. So we want to help each other because if you're looking for that much information, everybody in Vegas and across the world, then these are podcasts you should always tune in so you can see your favorite artists and go behind the scenes on what they are really like on the podcast. All right. So what we want to do right now, we got around about 4 minutes. Layla, we still want to go back is, when is your show going to be aired?
You gotta unmute, Layla.
Oh,
In September in the fall.
in the fall. And you know what network it's going to be on?
Yeah, it's gonna be on Fox, and then she just told us the other day they're gonna put it on Pluto too.
Oh, nice.
On Pluto. Ooh, go ahead.
Yeah, so
And
cool.
so tell everybody how to get in contact with you and how to see you on TikTok.
And what is the name of the show?
It's called the Frost Guide Show. It's basically a beauty. So she's a beauty influencer. She's a makeup chemist. She makes makeup.
Okay.
So it's really like a beauty show, to be honest. But on the show, I'm the media girl. So I do all the entertainment stuff, talk about entertainment news. We have guests and stuff like that. So that's pretty much my role on the show, is entertainment, talking about what's going on and stuff like that.
So what's your social media?
Social media for TikTok and Instagram is the same. So it's Miss Layla Lopez. So it's MSLAILA LOPEZ. You can find me on TikTok and IG.
Okay, Mad Links.
Always on social media at DJ MADLINX.
All right, Soren.
You can find me at Soren Baker, SORENBAKER, and on YouTube at Unique Access Entertainment.
And of course, Terminator X.
Facebook and Instagram at DJ Terminator X, and I'm on website DJTerminatorX.com.
And I want to give a shout out to one of the producers on the show, Tony Medley, and our engineer, Mark Hayes, in the Las Vegas studios, KSHP Radio. And who else I want to give out? The Hall of Famers, of course. Don't forget to check out their documentary on YouTube. It's called Hall of Famers Season 2 with the number 2. And in fact, they're going to be at the Fifth Element Hip Hop Show in Vegas. And that's August the 1st. So they'll be in Vegas and maybe we can have lunch. Maybe Gloria James, LeBron James' mom might come out too. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Layla. We miss you.
Welcome.
We miss you.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Soren. Y'all have a good holiday. Mad Links, have a good holiday. Terminator X, have a holiday. And everyone listen, have a great holiday. We are out of here. Remember, it's not about me. It's not about you. It's about us. Peace.
Bright lights, big city. Good morning, Vegas. It's the Chris Thomas Morning Show. Fly Cry, Uncle James, Hall of Fame.
Y'all need to pay homage the original host, Chris Thomas, the mayor in Vegas. With Layla, call her the Vegases. Every time you on the radio, you say it's us. Plus, we got Terminator X on the cut. In the public, the enemy gets off in the cut. Run a back of mad links with the cubic cuts. Your music that'll make you do the butt. We're soaring for show. We're here to introduce you to the morning show.
Chris is chillin', Terminator's chillin', Hall of Famers reppin', people, what you think? Layla is chillin', Soren is chillin', Click work for Billy and we got mad links. James Gang reppin', Big Wig reppin', Akron, Cleveland, LA to Vegas. Fly cry, LeBron James a rap. I'm a pro model, I see your brain to cap.